episode of Ride and Chat. My name is Dr. Sam. I just asked a small question, because I will not disturb my sister. So I'm doing a trivia moment and I want to ask, a man who is good in bed but broke in his pockets, or a rich man who is not good in bed, who would you go for and why?
Okay. Hello. I greeted all my viewers.
Okay. They'll watch you.
Okay. So thanks for the question too.
Okay.
So on my opinion on that, I would go for a broke man who can satisfy me in bed.
Okay.
Yes, that is what I'll go for.
Okay.
Because being broke is not a crime. Nobody intends to be broke.
Okay.
Nobody.
Okay.
So being broke, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it, because some of us we don't see anything bad about it, because this is life.
Okay.
At a point in time, you can your story will just switch.
So,
you get it?
You can go from rich to broke.
Yes,
I get
from
where you're
broke
coming
to
from.
rich.
Okay.
So I know dear. Yeah, I'll just choose broke and who can satisfy me?
Who
in
can
bed?
satisfy you in bed? So let's say, so would you say you are a sex addict based on the choices you are making?
No, I'm not a sex addict.
Okay.
But just like everyone else,
Okay.
I love having sex.
Okay.
Yeah, and sex also, apart from the health benefits, we
Yeah.
all know that even the Bible says
I don't know.
it's the most amazing thing that has ever happened to human being.
Okay.
So
It's in the Bible.
yes, it's in the
I'll
Bible.
Which side of the Bible? So
Ecclesiastes. Read the whole book of Ecclesiastes.
okay.
You see, there's a woman's private part is the most wonderful place any man can be.
Then I'm not addicted to the Bible. This thing is in the Bible.
Yes,
My
it
boss-
is.
Wow, I never knew. Honestly,
Yeah.
I never knew.
It is.
Okay. So, my sister has said she will go for a broke man who is good in bed. So, what if after marriage he continues to be broke? What would you do?
We will try find our way out.
And
Like
it's not
we will
working.
hustle.
So, you people are looking for houses, men with houses and cars. You don't want the houses and the cars.
Oh, no! Don't say I don't want.
Okay.
But just as I said earlier on, anyone's story can change at
Can change at any time.
point
Yeah.
in time.
Okay.
So people would prefer to go for the houses, the car,
yeah.
and I don't judge them because as ladies we all want comfort. There's no lady who doesn't want comfort.
Yeah.
Yes, but me, yeah, that is my choice.
Your choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Dr. Sam. I hope you're good. All right. I love this question right here. Because funny how when I was younger, I always used to say, oh, I'll go, I will take the other option, contrary to a guy with money. Money is not everything. Money is not everything. But the truth is, you will not eat sex. If anything, sex is only going to be ground to bring in more things to make you spend money. And when you don't have it, that level of frustration spreads like, I don't know, it touches everything. And no matter how much you love somebody and the sex is great and all that, I would still go with a man with the cash. Yes, because all his faults can be fixed with that same cash. He may not know it, but what I know is that when a man loves you or he's accepted you as his woman, he has low-key given you permission to improve or destroy his life. I mean, we've seen the destroying parts and the improving parts. We have, examples like Steve Harvey. He keeps saying it. Marjorie changed my life for the absolute best. So I would always go with a guy with the money, because so far as it's a biological problem, it can be fixed. So far as, it's physical, we can do something about it. But great sex is not going to solve half my problems. I mean, even the Bible says it. Money answers all things. Let's not be naive. Let's not be playing with our lives and, possibly the lives of our loved ones in the name of something as frugal as sex. It's sex, damn it. Yeah, so yes for the money. Yes for the cash daddy with the poor. Now we can even say the soon to be better in bed. Man. Yeah. That's my take on this. Well, thank you for taking my opinion.
Okay. So, have you ever dated a broke guy who was good in bed before? And have you ever dated a rich guy who was bad in bed before? In both situations, what were the experiences like?
Oh, absolutely, I have. And funny thing, all he wanted to do was have sex. You get me? And I'm like, okay, you've had sex, you know what it feels like. And I know it's a very exciting thing, it's a new experience every time, but um, that this is not all that life is about, you know. I want you to be as interested in sex as you are about improving your own life, but yeah, that's why that went south. I have dated rich, and it wasn't poor in bed. It was more like, it was different, It was slower. It wasn't as enthusiastic. But as I said, money fixes these things. They're just physical issues. So the time we were still together, he did start the treatment, and it was getting better actually. It was alright.
Okay, so before we go, I mean, would you ever be tempted to cheat on him, maybe out of frustration, for not getting a good sex?
No, I will not be frustrated because I am with him. I love him. I care about him. He does about me. And our whole relationship is not just about the sex. It is an important factor and it should be great. So that's why we're working on it so it becomes great. I think this is like easy for me because personally I only see sex as a fragment of these situations. It's great. It adds to it and it's a very important fraction, but it only still is a fraction. And the whole point is that we fix it, we make it better. So as we're doing that, well, there are I feel like sex is probably the most creative adult playtime situation, and there's so much to throw in there that may not necessarily even require his organs or like necessarily like a physical performance at 100%. You feel me? So it's just about making it work. And I will not leave a good thing for, a quick snip. Like, you feel me?
Okay, Doc. So, this question is: a man who is good in bed but broke, or a man who is rich but performs poorly in bed? Who do I prefer? For me, I prefer the rich man but poor in bed because he has the money. Anything I need, yeah, I can get it with the money. And even if he performs poorly in bed, he's not all that bad. As in, like, my main tree, see, be a nekoti ewu a ontimi nye ejuma. Oye ejuma, but onye good. Just that he's poor. So even if you cry no or cry, wait me cry the asheno. Yeah, I go hospital akwa sheno.
And I say be a good na on you good in bed and so me or bad if I'm good at meet me a try. But if semi kofa will be our year poor, maybe we niska but we good in bed, meaning mess off and a chia kope sika ede aba. So why not semi fa will be a or no ewo scano? Na skills be na
if say me pay na you bet to trace things from online, etc. No have to have sex in a home crony, but it's because me, for instance, first now I don't know how to kiss. But me guy I'm a fan or not when him how to kiss. It's me how to me send me video and go for kiss and through that no. In fact say my be good. Into that's it.
My option would be the one who's broke. Yeah, money answers a lot of things, but it's not exactly everything. Okay, and just because a person is broke today doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be broke for the entirety of their life. Okay, and he also never says anything about whether I, the woman, is broke or not. What if I have the resources? I could take care of him. I could help raise him up, and then today and tomorrow are never the same. Yesterday is different from today. Today is different from tomorrow. So who knows? Maybe tomorrow he's going to get the wealth that I probably am hoping for. And even if he doesn't get it, what if I am the rich person and I can take care of him and cover up for both of us? I mean, so for me, I'd prefer the one who's broke. Having money doesn't exactly mean that you have everything, okay? And so for me, that's just it for me.
To me, it is not a one. It doesn't have one answer. So a man who is good in bed but broke, if he's good in bed but he is broke, that is he somebody without any possibilities? Like he's not doing anything. There's no possibility of him getting better, not becoming rich, but at least being able to be sufficient enough such that if I consider staying with him for a long period of time, he will now be sufficient for both of us. Even if I am working, okay, for a very long time, I will be able to manage the house. And this saying manage in the sense that not everything will be his bill. So you support as much as you can. But as a man, apart from society, you would also feel better if you are handling most of the bills. So is he a man with the... Is he working? Is he building towards becoming a more self-sufficient man? If that is it, then I don't have any problem choosing a man who is good in bed but is broke. Okay. But somebody who has no prospects, like your being good in bed will take me so far. I eventually that will not fit. It will not suffice. It will not be enough. Say you are good in bed, and so maybe because of the kind of orientation I have, and I don't place a lot of such high importance to just having a sexual relationship. Again, as I said, other factors. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you self-sufficient enough? There are so many other things that will play here. So I wouldn't mind being with somebody who is good in bed but is broke but has prospects. But outright broke and there are no prospects and it's what it is situation that we are inside there. It will be a situation that will run for a while, but eventually it will just lose this taste. It will just lose its taste. Compared to a man who is rich but performs poorly in bed, again, conditions. This man who performs poorly in bed, can it be improved? Look, anything can be improved. Okay, if we go for therapy, we go for sex ed videos, is he willing to learn? If he's not willing to learn, I don't care much about how much money you have. You need to be willing to learn. You need to be willing to move on, especially if time without number, you tell yourself, oh, your sex is not good or it's whack. If you have a big ass ego, I don't think being rich, again, it will also suffice for a very, very long time. Having money there is good. You get to provide the girl or your partner with a lot of things. But then at a point that tool would run out, or to run out of its use, because you will now provide everything the woman wants that money can buy, and she will still be looking for something else. So it is not a let's choose one or the other type of thing. You understand? It's a mix of both based on the conditions I have mentioned. I don't think I would have a flat out I'll choose this over the other. No, I think there are other conditions, because this question doesn't allow those conditions. But I think per the conditions I have mentioned, really, I would do with either. You understand? A man who is good in bed but is broke, but he's broke, but he's a man with potential. He's working at it. He's working at being self-sufficient, and it is picking up. So eventually it will sort out. So I don't mind being with him now that he is broke. If it's going to be a constant thing, why ever not? If he's going to be broke forever, no. If he's going to work at it and become better, why ever not? I don't mind being with him now. But in a crackran, he's not doing anything about it. And in a crackran, it's all the day you are broke, you are broke. That means nobody will take you seriously. I won't take you seriously. It's not something I will take seriously. I will consider having a fling with you if I want you enough. If I have a fling with you, that is it. You know that it's nothing permanent. It is going to be a temporal thing. A man who is rich, as I said, nobody wants a hard life. So if somebody is rich and the person is giving a soft life, that's cool. The person will be rich and act poorly in bed and have such a bad ass attitude and have a big ego and no, I can't deal with disrespect. I can't deal with you rubbing it in my face all the time. I don't care how much money you have, but I just can't deal. So if you are rich and you perform poorly in bed, I will be fine. Unless, of course, it depends solely on you, which is very impossible. But once I don't depend solely on you and have been fine before you, trust me, I will still be fine without you. Your money cannot make up for all the sex, the bad sex. Nah, I can't deal because you have money. No.
Okay, so for me, I think this question can go in two ways. Okay, with what I'm thinking, okay, I feel like, so it's funny though, but interesting. A man who is good in bed but broke, or man who is rich but perform poorly in bed, which do you prefer and why? In this case, I think the rich man can now, with his money, can cure his his poor actions in bed. So, if that's the case, one way or the other, I would say I would go in for the rich one, because some of this men who are good in bed and broke, no, Charlie, it not be the brokenness where you go chop, and it not be the good in bed where you go chop. You get it? It be the money where you go chop. And some of these guys who womanizers, most of them, because they are broke and because they can perform, or they are always running after different ladies and that kind of thing. So for me, and as a rich man, he always wants to be rich. He's busy and he doesn't have time for other things other than his businesses and other stuff and his family. So I think basically, and then because he has the money, he can cure himself. So basically, I'm going for the rich man. Yes, I'm going for the rich man.
So in this situation, he's busy. He's a businessman. Will you be tempted to cheat on him? Let's say you are a sex addict. Will you be tempted to cheat on him? Since he's a businessman, he's rich, but he's not good in bed. Would you be tempted to cheat on him, or you will manage situations?
Okay, so for me, I won't, because if I'm married to the person, I won't. But if I'm not married to the person, of course I will. Yes, I mean, if I know maybe if I know this, okay, and I know this is what I want, and before the whole marriage thing, oh, of course I won't. I won't go ahead and marry the person. But in the middle of the marriage, and I realize this is what is happening, it's not a guarantee for me to, cheat on him. Alright, it's not a guarantee. I need to sit him down and talk to him. I think that would make sense. Yes, you need to talk to him, and you should give him a proof of why he should give you his attention. You get it? Every businessman wants value for the money they give outside. So sometimes their knowledge in business sometimes affects even what they do outside their business life. So yes, I think you should give him the proof of why he should give you that time instead of give him the time to his business. You get it? Even though that's not the right thing. But let's say you find yourself in that situation. I think that's the best thing. You don't really have to cheat on him because of that. No, no. Like sit him down, tell him he's a boyfriend. He's a husband. So you need to sit him down and talk to him. I don't really support cheating in marriage. If you want to cheat on him, tell him, hey, listen, at this particular point I want to cheat on you. And I know you don't like it, I don't like it. I'm going to hurt you, so it's better maybe we break up or we separate. You get it? Or we even divorce. You get it? But in this situation, I think I want because I'll sit him down and talk to him. Yes, because sometimes they don't even know what they are doing is wrong. So you talking to them will now bring them on board. And as I said, you need to give him the reason, a proof of why he should give you, his time instead of giving his time to the business or his work or something. So yes.
Thank you very much.